Let's quickly compare and contrast LivePlan to Enloop for business plan software analysis. And in today's conversation, the question is, which one is right for you? You have LivePlan on one end and you have Enloop on the other end. So let's talk about that. So here's the overview I want you to think about. I first want to talk about the commonalities, the common areas, the common traits, if you will, within between Enloop and LivePlan. So when you think about Enloop and LivePlan, both are designed for beginners. So if you are looking for business plan software for advanced, let's say complex transactions like mergers and acquisitions, you don't want to go with LivePlan and neither with Enloop. Okay, so both are designed for beginners. So you don't need any prior knowledge in order to get the most out of their services. And both are also cloud-based and accessible on any operating system. This is really great because it means that you can access them from any device or location with internet connection. You just got to have internet connection, okay? And both also offer month-to-month and annual payment options. And it's one of those things where it's always better if you have the budget for it to pay on an annual basis, so you can save anywhere from 20 to 33 to, in some cases, 40% off the annual price. I mean the monthly price. So for instance, if they want you to, like, they will say, well, we're charging you $20 a month, but if you pay a year, this is like similar to paying $15 or $12 a month. And both software tools also allow multiple users, so you can easily collaborate with your team. This is kind of cool because as when you write a business plan, most of the time you're not the only person, unless you are a solopreneur, unless you are just a freelancer. It's usually a team. Think of it as teamwork, right? So you have all kinds of people collaborating on the effort. So it's really important to have the ability to share data, for instance, to seek feedback. So if you let's say you have a team member who works on the SWOT analysis part of the business plan, and he or she will submit that SWOT analysis part to, let's say, to the finance team or to the HR team to seek feedback. So you do want to have this sort of capacity to get feedback from multiple team members. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. So I explained to you what really brings them together, right? What brings Enloop and LivePlan together, the commonalities. So again, both are designed for beginners. Both are cloud-based and accessible on any operating system. Both offer month-to-month and annual payment options, and both allow multiple users, so you can easily collaborate with your team. Now let's talk about the differences. Okay, what sets them apart? And let's talk about Enloop first. So when you think about Enloop, I want you to think about one of the few providers out there that offers a free version of their services. So this is kind of cool because Enloop will want you to really try out their services and see if you like it before you start paying for stuff. This is really cool. So they have a free version, and their paid plans are also cheaper than live plans. Because when you think about Enloop, you're talking about at least $10 per month in terms of if you're billed annually. And it will probably be around 12. I'll speak about pricing later on. It'd be about $12 per month if you are going with a monthly billing. Okay, so when you think about Enloop, that's the first thing. So you have a free version of their services, and their auto write feature will generate the basic test for your business plan. So LivePlan doesn't offer any comparable feature. Enloop does. So it's called auto write. So basically, it's like some kind of artificial intelligence, AI-driven sort of power tool that will help you write your business plan. And Enloop doesn't currently offer returns or refunds for their services. And Enloop doesn't have a phone support. So if you sign up with Enloop, do not expect to talk to someone on the phone real soon, because it's going to take you a long time. They only have email support, no live chat or phone customer service yet. And Enloop only have a few customer reviews on their website, and currently none on any third-party review platforms. And we tested it out. We went to forums, we went to other platforms. Right now, Enloop is kind of new, if you will. It's kind of like a new kid on the block, so you don't have a lot of data yet. Now, some people might say, well, I really don't trust this service because they're kind of new, and you never know. But others will say, listen, it's new, so they really have they have great things to offer, so I'm going to check them out. So it's one of those things you gotta really see what really works for you. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about LivePlan versus Enloop, and this is business plan software. So I've spoken to you about Enloop, right? Now let's talk about LivePlan. What really sets LivePlan apart? Now LivePlan has helped 400,000 to half a million businesses so far. Okay, Enloop's count is unknown. I mean, LivePlan is really has been around for a while now. So you're talking about old versus new. And what we love about LivePlan is that they offer a 60-day money-back guarantee with full access to their services. And in our opinion, this is even better than Enloop's free version since its features are limited. Okay. And what we love about LivePlan is that they've got tons of business plan templates and industry specific templates that you can customize to your liking. It's one of those things where, if you are a team, you might actually like it. But if you are also a consultant, for instance, or let's say you are working in an incubator, you have access to all kinds of industry specific templates. This is really cool. So you work like 1 week you can work on one industry, and then the other week you can work on a business plan that relates to another industry. So having that flexibility in terms of industries is really great, and this is one thing that LivePlan does offer. And LivePlan syncs with QuickBooks and Xero to make importing your financials a breeze. Enloop doesn't integrate with any accounting software as of yet, and you have loads of positive customer testimonials on Shopped Approved and their own website. So this is really, people might say, well, those reviews are on their own websites, so they really don't count for anything. But hey, listen, at least you have reviews, and you can see, okay, I think this is too biased, whatever. But at least they have reviews. They have reviews on third party sites, also such as Trustpilot. And when you think about LivePlan, what we love about LivePlan is that they offer live chat, phone, and email support. And they're super responsive on each mediums. Okay, so whether it is Facebook or Twitter, now called X, whether it is on TikTok, whether it is on Instagram, whether it is on Reddit, by the way, they're super responsive. And even on review websites, they always get back to you, not a problem. Let me give you a deeper review here. I spoke about the customer reviews earlier. I want to go a little granular here. What we want to say is that when you think about Enloops, the thing is that their customer reviews are scarce. They've got 4 to 10 testimonials on their own website, but none of any on any typical review platforms like Trustpilot or Shopped Approved. Okay, and it's really one of those things where you can say, listen, yes, we don't have any reviews, so this software tool or this software provider is untested. So that's one way of looking at things, right? There's another way of looking at things, which is, okay, they don't have any complaints because they don't have any reviews, so they don't have any complaints yet. And so it's one of those things where you have to really ask yourself, are you willing to take the risk? Are you willing to get your feet wet? Are you willing to give them a chance? Because if you have a tool that's untested, that has barely any reviews out there, then you're taking the risk. Now, this is a risk you have to accept, okay? So that's one thing. So Enloop, you have a scarcity of reviews. When it comes to LivePlan, the picture is totally different, okay? LivePlan has most customer reviews of any provider in this industry. So really, this is really that you have thousands, you have hundreds and thousands of reviews about this software tool. As I said, they've been around for a while now, so they have accumulated hundreds of reviews. And the cool thing is that we love the fact that with LivePlan, those reviews are consistently positive. Okay, people talk about their consistently positive experiences with using their software, and this can be encouraging when you are trying to decide whom to trust with something so integral when it comes to getting your business off the ground. Okay, and what we love about LivePlan is not just the positivity in the experiences that people are chronicling on those platforms. It's also the fact that they are super responsive. See, when you have a software provider that is super responsive, that tells you a lot about their business vision. It tells you a lot about their business culture. It tells you a lot about their business ethics. So we love that a lot. And what one thing I really want to say also is that when it comes to LivePlan, they really have a strategy when it comes to expanding their business. So we love that a lot. Something that Enloop doesn't clearly put out there. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about LivePlan versus Enloop business plan software. Let's talk about pricing here. And I want you to first to look on the screen for Enloop. So there are some pricing differences. So Enloop, you have a free. So do you see that? You have the free, that's 7-day trial, and no credit card required. And then you have what they call the detailed plan and then the performance plan. So with Enloop, they're charging you $20 for the detailed plan, and for the performance plan, they're charging you twice as much. And the thing is that the free plan might sound great, but it's really not the best option for long-term use. So if you are interested in their services, we definitely recommend trying out the free version before committing to a paid plan, just to get a feel for their platform. You'll likely want to invest in the detailed. So detailed will cost you $19.95. Okay, this is really whatever. And because if you want to get things like charts, auto write, rich text formatting, and more, then you want to go with the detailed plan. Okay, and you also have 3 ratios analyzed. So this, I'm talking here about financial ratios. Now, keep in mind that you can also pay for each plan on an annual basis, which lowers your monthly cost significantly. We're talking about 30, like maximum of 30 to 40% off. This is really cool. And this is really one thing I also want to say here is that just make sure that you are able to see exactly what's really important for you. Do you need to have, like, even though Enloop wants you to actually sign up for their performance plan, you got to ask yourself if you really need to have, if you really need all the bells and whistles that come with the performance plan, or like, is it a waste of money, or this is really worth it? Like, it's one of those things you have to really think about your business model real fast. But it's pretty enticing though, because as you can see on the picture here, they say you can save 60% if you pay annually on the performance plan. This is kind of enticing because 60% is really a great discount. So if you are interested in Enloop, you have thought about everything, and you want to go with this service, and you want to sign up for the performance plan, it's just a lot better to pay the whole amount. So we're for like the whole annual amount. So we're talking about $35.95 times 12. So think about it. That's about what, $480. Let's now talk about LivePlan. So as you can see here on the screen, here is the LivePlan pricing, and it's one of those things where you have to really ask yourself what you really need. And so unlike Enloop, LivePlan offers one straightforward package that you can pay for on a monthly or annual basis. So that's the standard plan. And now if you want to dig a little deeper, then you can go for the premium plan. And so, and with LivePlan, you get 3 months free. This is really cool. And so the month-to-month package is $15, as you can see on the screen, $15 per month, while the annual package comes to about $10 per month. Okay, this is really cool when you think about it. And so, like, sorry about that. So, if you think about what's really interesting when it comes to LivePlan is that their package comes with a massive amount of features, including the business plan templates, forecasting capabilities, you have milestone scheduling, and many more. And the thing is that in our view, if you really want to get the best out of LivePlan, just go with a premium. The standard is really cool, but when it comes to advanced calculations, advanced reporting, advanced let's say all the dashboards, if you want to have a KPI analysis, like key performance indicators, you want to really display things in a professional manner, it's just a lot better to go with a premium plan. That's where you really get the juice, if you will, out of LivePlan. And what we love about LivePlan also is that we love the fact that they're constantly adding new features, especially if you are on the highest tier when it comes to like if you choose the premium, you get access to their new, let's say their new features, their new capabilities, their new so this is really good. Their new functionalities, and they're constantly adding. For example, when we talk about integrations to QuickBooks and Xero, they are working right now as we speak. They're working on integrating other accounting software tools and even CRMs. So we're talking about Salesforce, for instance. We're talking about Monday.com, not Monday.com, Zoho CRM, and other CRM tools. So this is really, really cool. So what is our opinion here? So if you analyze LivePlan versus Enloop business plan software, which one should you really go for? It's one of those things where you have to really, so whenever we analyze business plan software, you can't just make a decision because you think the price is really cheaper or no. You can't just choose pricing as one criterion for making a decision, okay? Now, pricing can be part of the constellation of criteria you look at when making a decision, but it cannot be the only one. So LivePlan and Enloop are both affordable, trustworthy, and experienced. Both providers are worth considering for business planning assistance, right? Now, that being said, according to our research, LivePlan has a more streamlined and stylish platform, better customer service, and some super valuable capabilities Enloop simply doesn't offer, at least as of yet. So, based on this side-by-side comparison, LivePlan really wins. However, choose the business planning software that fits your needs. And one thing I want to say here is that you got to really ask yourself what really matters, right? If you say, well, I want to have a provider who is super responsive, then LivePlan really wins. If you say, I want to have a provider who can help me in terms of ideation for my business plan, Enloop really wins slightly, okay? But the thing is that when you really think about it, LivePlan has been around for a while Enloop is kind of new. So when you have it, so if you prioritize experience, if you prioritize let's say customer reviews, then you might want to go with a LivePlan. But if you want to test out a new product, if you love the quote unquote the excitement, that comes with something new, fresh, then you might want to go with Enloop. Enloop also is constantly updating its feature set, its capability set. And this is something really great. What we love about Enloop here also is that they are really responsive in improving their product, but they need to work on customer service. They need to really be more responsive. They need to offer more avenues of customer interaction because basically right now you can't really. They don't do live chat. They don't do phone. I mean, they don't do anything. You got to send an email and you have to sit around and just wait for that email to be replied to. So in some cases, they could be a little disappointing, especially if you are working on a business plan and you need the answers ASAP. Having to wait for 1-2 days to actually get going, it's really not interesting. So, Enloop, if you're listening to us right now, you want to work on that part of things. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was doing LivePlan versus Enloop business plan software. And here is a recap here. So I give you the overview. So I give you the commonalities and the differences. Then I give you the review, customer reviews. And then we talk about the pricing. And then we give you our verdict. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.